Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Mike Santoli. Stocks giving investors whiplash on Thursday. The Dow down nearly 300 points at the lows of the session before rallying by more than 180 points, and this after 5 days in the red. So should you trust this bounce? Gina Sanchez is with Chantico Global. Todd Gordon with TradingAnalysis.com to weigh in on that. Todd, people have been looking at various levels. People have been looking at how maybe oversold the indexes are. Right now, what do you think of the tactical field position?
Yeah, exactly, Michael. I'm just listening to your point. There's so many varying ways to interpret the technicals. And the thing that's been driving me is sentiment. Everyone I'm speaking to is so bearish, and that forces me to take a pause here. So to start, this is the weekly chart. And it's important as a technician and a trader who's trying to make money on this analysis to trade what you see, not what you want. And what I see here on the weekly chart is we have upward trend channel that is well intact. Nothing has happened despite all the bearish sentiment that is driving. Behind that, we have the 200-week moving average. I made a little real-time edit here. That's the purple. Again, we're well above that line. We are supported on the weekly chart. Keep an eye, this orange line, we're going to go from the weekly down to the daily chart now. We're going to transpose it. That's going to come in right at about 2,500. So as we switch over to the daily chart, you're going to see, I'm going to draw it in. It's going to come in right about here. Now, here's the 200-day moving average, the average price of the S&P over the last 200 trading sessions. This is the source of volatility here. And I know you've heard a lot of people talking about it, this inverse head and shoulders. You get a test, you get a lower low, you get a higher low. Sellers tried to punch it this morning. They couldn't. I've been adding long positions to my portfolio. Some stocks that I've been liking, I bought them yesterday, I bought them today, and so far the resolution appears to be on the top side. The breakout is going to be right through that double top up here, and if that happens, I think volatility might be over. I think this was just a scare, so I like it. I'm long. I'm going to continue to add longs.
All right, Gina, obviously the market with all this kind of back and forth is chewing through some real issues, right? Whether it's overvaluation of tech, whether it's yields going up, a lot of slowdown talk for overseas. So how do you see the overall picture and maybe what the market might be able to do the rest of the year?
Remember, the thing that the market hates is uncertainty. That's what feeds volatility. And as you get certainty around the issues, to some degree, getting certainty around the midterms, while the market may not have loved the outcome, it means it knows now what it is and can price for it. That's really what the market is looking for. I think as we continue to get certainty around what this trade war actually looks like, is it a set of tariffs? What's the retaliation? That's what the market needs. Until we have that, we will have continued volatility. But what we look at is we sort of look at the long-term trends and say, what is sustainable for where we are? Is this PE fairly valued? Is it overvalued? Is it undervalued? Now, for a time, it was very overvalued, but in fact, we're starting to get into attractive territory for some stocks, not all, but that does say that there's going to be buyers in this market at these valuations. Now, we know earnings growth has to slow, but it's probably going to slow in either low double digits or high single digit numbers eventually, and that's still not bad. So if we can get some added certainty, you could actually see some support coming back into the market.
All right, yeah, if there's one thing that was accomplished this year, it was to moderate those valuations. We'll see how it plays out in the next several weeks. Todd and Gina, thanks for joining us today. And thank you for watching Trading Nation. I'm Mike Santoli. We'll see you next time.